Okay, welcome to this presentation video by UK Drug Testing, where we're going to explain to you very simply and quickly the different design in cup tests that you can get with preloaded multi-panel drug tests. Now, the significance of this design difference between the two options comes into its own depending on what you're going to do or need to do once you hit a positive result. So we've got two designs here. On the left, in a teacup design, is a 7-panel screw lid drug test, and on the right is a identical combination 7-panel split key or dual chamber drug test. Now, if we just open these and show you the difference in the design, if we start with the standard screw lid, which is the simplest design and usually the cheapest to purchase. This is a simple screw lid which is leak free. There's an identification area on the top, and inside, around the outside of the cup, are the 7 drug screens embedded, and as soon as the urine is added to this cup, those tests will start to run and give you your 7 results. Once the sample's in the cup, lid goes firmly back on. It's then leak proof, and the results can be read at the specified read time between 5 and 10 minutes. Now, we're going to compare that in design with the split key cup on the right. If I just open the lid on this and show you, you have inside the barrel the collection barrel, but there's no drug tests embedded there. The drug tests are embedded onto the reverse panel here, and this test will not start running when the urine is added to this front chamber until the key, which is removed from the lid, is inserted and pushed through on this side split key mechanism that allows a proportion of the sample in that collection cup to be fed through onto the test panel at the back. So on the left is the simple design, which is just a cup with drug screens embedded around the periphery. The sample comes into combination or contact with the sample strips. Immediately the sample is added, so the timing in terms of your reading results need to start immediately. On the right is the split key design, which allows the sample not to come into contact with the drug strips until the person carrying out the procedure initiates that by pushing the key mechanism and allowing just a small element of the sample through onto the drug tests. The advantage being that the original sample is then retained in this version without contacting any of the drug testing strips. Thus no claim of contamination can be made, and that sample, if you do require a confirmation laboratory test, can be retained in this container and either sent directly to the lab if your procedures allow that, or that sample can then be decanted into 2 sample containers for GCMS laboratory confirmation. So when would you pick one design over the other? Simple. All comes down to whether or not you are going to move in all cases to a confirmation test or not, and whether you need or require to do it on the original sample. If there is no requirements to do that and you're just running these as screening, then you can use the cheaper version, which is just the screw cup lid. If you require or want the convenience of being able to retain an unadulterated sample for confirmation testing, then pay a little extra money and have this more robust, more complex design, split key or dual chamber cup. And that basically is the difference. The test results from each is identical. Usually the combinations on offer in the 2 designs can be identical. The sensitivities, accuracy, specificity of all the drug tests included is usually identical. So there you have it. Both options available in 7 and 10 drug combinations from the UK Drug Testing website.